Om Shri Sai Ram. I offer my most humble pranams at the lotus feet of beloved Bhagwan. Dearest Swami, respected elders, dear brothers and sisters, we are here celebrating the presence of the Satguru, the Jagat Guru and the Guru Nam Guru. The Guru Nam Guru is the Guru among Gurus. In his Guru Poornima 1996 discourse, Swami explains who is a true Guru. Swami says you can't call all and sundry as a Guru, because whomever you consider as a Guru, he or she has another Guru, and that Guru will have another Guru. So Swami said, the true Guru, Swami's definition of a Guru in his 1996 Guru Poornima discourse. Swami says a true Guru is a Guru who has no Guru. And that is only Swami. That is only Bhagwan. We already saw how Swami is the Jagat Guru. He is not just a boat who can ferry across one being across this ocean of samsara. He is like a ship who can take across everyone. It's been an amazing discovery. It's been an amazing satsang for me being present here. During lunch, I heard Brother Joe mention his experience of how Swami took him across his own oceans of samsara. Before lunch, I heard a sister mentioning her story. After lunch, as I waited to wash my hand, I had Sister Janki narrate her own life experience where she went through a traumatic loss of a young daughter and how Swami stood by her. What I felt was Swami's miracle is, here is a mother speaking about the loss of her 12-year-old daughter, and there's no tear in her eye. I said, Swami, this is your miracle. This is your miracle. Yeah. These are instances that show how Swami is the Jagat Guru. He's there for each one of us, and yet he's there for the whole world because his capacity is infinite. Again, if I go into that, I can go on for hours narrating such stories. But as I had said, the topic, the theme is Swami being Guru Nam Guru, the Guru of Gurus, the ultimate Guru. And I would like to focus on one particular facet, one particular aspect of Swami, which is very, very unique. The way Swami reinterprets, reimagines and shares with us the actual meaning of so many of these great truths that we know. We feel it is so complicated, we feel it is so difficult, but Swami makes it so simple, so easily. Simple things we have seen. Swami says when people say God is nowhere, he breaks that nowhere after no. Instead of breaking it as nowhere, Swami says bring the W here. It becomes God is now here. Wow, what genius it is. But that's like literary genius. And he presents the truth in that manner. I would like to share a few instances where Swami has made some of the most difficult scriptural teachings difficult because human mind muddles it and complicates it. He has made it so simple, elegant and so beautiful and so thrilling that even those of us who are not initiated into the scriptures can appreciate, admire and feel the thrill. And he has been doing this since times immemorial, Swami. He did it even as Shirdi Baba. Let me just narrate one incident. This was sometime in 2005, I think. Yeah, 2005 or 2006. Yes. So at that time, it was on my birthday. No, let me rewind a little bit more. I had a dream in which, among the other things, Swami showed me a letter and he pointed out to one word in that. And I peeped over his shoulder to see what was that word. That word was Jnana. Jnana. So I saw the word Jnana. It was written in a cursive handwriting. And Swami said this. So it was evident that he wanted me to understand that or study that or read that. So I said, okay, Swami. And that's where the dream ended. So I woke up in the morning and I was wondering, where do I get Jnana from? Where do I read Jnana? Jnana means wisdom or the highest knowledge. I just left it. A few days later was my birthday. See, that's the thing from Swami. In case you get a Swami's dream which you don't understand or which you're not able to make out, don't go about asking, hey, what do you think it means? What do you think it means? Everybody will give you interpretations that is muddled by his or her own minds. No. Swami has given the dream. When the time is right, he'll give the meaning as well. So don't worry. Don't worry. Swami is much more capable, much more intelligent, much more wise, and much more better in timing than anybody else in the universe. So if there's something that we don't understand about Swami, ask Swami only. He will give. He can give. So I had just left it. So on my birthday, somebody gifted me a small Bhagavad Gita. Very small. Not even pocket size. Like it's smaller than pocket size. It is just 2 inches by 1 inch. And it was very cute and novel. So on the left side, the shloka is there. And on the right side, the meaning is there. So I was just flipping through that book. Very nice it was. As a novelty, I was flipping through. And each chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, there's a page written, this yoga, that yoga, Sankhya yoga. And there's a chapter called Jnana Yoga. And I saw the thing was written in cursive handwriting, Jnana Yoga. And that word Jnana matched with the Jnana of what Swami had shown me in the dream. I thought, oh my God, Swami wants me to read this Jnana Yoga. So I will read Jnana Yoga. And what is Jnana Yoga about? What do you think it will be? Anybody will think, oh, in the Jnana Yoga, we will be taught how to get Jnana, right? Otherwise, why will you name it Jnana Yoga? You could have named it something else. So I thought, yeah, so this is a chapter from the Bhagavad Gita that teaches us how to get Jnana. So let me read it. Those of you who have read it will understand what I am telling. Those who have not read it, kindly go and read it. You will see, as you open that chapter, Jnana Yoga, shloka after shloka describes a jnani. It describes how a wise person is, unaffected by sorrows and joys. He is like this, he is ever in the state of meditation. He is like this, he is like this, he is like this, he is like this. Okay, fine. This is fine. I am sold. Yes, I want to be a jnani. How do I be a jnani? How do I become a jnani? But that is what I want to know from you, Krishna. And you turn. And Krishna goes on to say, you want to know how a jnani is? A jnani is like this. Okay, but how do I become a jnani? Listen, a jnani is like this. Okay, but how do I become a jnani? Listen, a jnani is like this. That's it. It goes on and on and on describing how a jnani is. I want to know how to become a jnani because that's what Swami pointed out, right? And then comes one stanza. It goes, Tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattvadarshina. Finally, one stanza that gives the meaning, that gives you how you are going to achieve that jnana. It says, Tadviddi pranipatena. Pranipatena means, so the meaning it describes is, when you offer your salutations, ask questions and seek answers, and serve. Whom you will serve? Jnanina and Tattvadarshina. Means the wise ones and those who have seen the truth. Means realized masters. So when you ask questions from realized masters, salute the realized masters and serve the realized masters. So I took it as karma bhakti jnana. Asking is jnana and serving is karma and worshipping is or saluting them is bhakti. So when you do these three, these wise people will give you jnana. Upadekshanti te jnanam. They will initiate you into jnana. I said, oh, so Swami, after all this, finally we have to serve you, do namaskar to you and ask you questions, then only we get jnana. There is no other way. This is where I thought that my experience ended. Till I began to read the Shirdi Sai Satcharitra. And in the Shirdi Sai Satcharitra, there is a beautiful story of Nana Chandorkar. Nana Chandorkar is a very, very wise, well-read man, Sanskrit scholar. So he's sitting at Shirdi Baba's feet, massaging Shirdi Baba's feet and continuously chanting. Like how Sister Hanita said, right? Like when eyebrows are being done, she's chanting Sai Ram, Sai Ram, Sai Ram. He's doing something, but he's going on chanting the Bhagavad Gita. So he's telling this. Tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina samattattarshinaha. He's going on chanting this. So Shirdi Baba says, what are you muttering? What are you saying? Now Nana Chandorkar thinks, Baba, Baba is unread, illiterate, he doesn't know Sanskrit and all, right? So he says, Baba, it's one stanza from Bhagavad Gita. So what is it? Just one stanza, Baba, from Jnana Yoga. No, you tell me what is it. Baba, it is Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprashnena Sevaya Upadekshanti Te Jnanam Jnaninas Tattva Darshinaha. He thinks, okay, this much. So what is the meaning of this? Baba, it means that if you want to get jnana, you have to salute, you have to serve, and you have to ask questions from the realized ones, and then they will give you jnana. Then Baba tells him, no, you don't give me this general meaning and all. Give me word by word. So he's like, Baba, you will... Okay, Baba, listen. So when you say Tadvidhi, in this manner, okay, Pranipatena means by salutation. Then Baba stops him and asks, what is meant by Patena? What is meant by Patena? Patena, Baba, it means when you fall at somebody's feet. And what is meant by Pranipatena? Yeah, it means the same thing, fall at somebody's feet. Then Baba tells him, why? Veda Vyasa is a madcap or what? Why he has to use Pranipatena instead of Patena? And next word. Pariprashnena means asking questions. Then Baba asks him, what is meant by Prashnena? What is meant by Prashnena? Prashnena means to ask questions. What is meant by Pariprashnena? To ask questions. Again, Vyasa madcap or what? Why he is telling like this? Oh, he doesn't know. He thought that Baba doesn't know Sanskrit, but Baba is now asking him the intricacies of Sanskrit and he is caught floundering. Then Baba says, what is meant by Upadekshanti Te Jnanam? He says, Upadekshanti means they will initiate you. Te Jnanam, into that knowledge. Now, in Sanskrit it is written as Upadekshanti Te Jnanam. It's one word. Te plus Jnanam is Te Jnanam. Okay. So Baba asks him, is there any other way you can split this? Because when Te Jnanam is there, you split it as Te and Jnanam. He says, no, Baba, the way you split it is Te Jnanam. Why? Baba, this is how even Adi Shankara has written his commentary. This is the meaning given by Adi Shankara also. No, but tell me, technically, is it possible to break the Te Jnanam in some other way? He says, Baba, technically it is possible, but logically it doesn't make sense. Why? Because Baba, the other way of breaking this is to say Te Ajnanam. Te plus Ajnanam is also Te Jnanam. Te plus Jnanam is also Te Jnanam. But Baba, it doesn't make sense. What does it mean to say that the wise people will teach us ignorance? No, it doesn't make sense. Baba says, it makes sense. That is the correct meaning. Then he says, Baba, I don't know, please explain. This is Pariprashna, Baba tells. Baba tells him, Prashna is to ask a question. Pariprashna is to ask a question in all humility with the intense desire to know the answer, feeling that if I don't get the answer, I will not be able to live. What is the meaning? I am so desirous. And therefore, with all humility, I am asking. That is Pariprashna. And that is why Vyasa did not say only Prashna. He said Pariprashna. By asking Prashna, you won't get Jnana. And Swami says, some people ask questions just to check whether the teacher knows the answer or not. Some people ask questions just to appear smart. Ask. And some people want to pass their comment, they disguise it as a question. Any questions? Yes, one question. See, I saw in my life that you're giving a speech yourself. Where is the question? So people use questioning for different ways, but if you're using questioning in all humility, in all sincerity, ready to absorb whatever the Guru will tell. Because many times you ask a question and the answer comes. But they say, no, I don't think this is the right answer. See, because, and you give an argument. And then an answer will come, no, I don't think this is right. Arey, for what you ask the question? You want to argue. Many times we do this. But Baba says, no. Whatever the Guru says, you will say, yes, that is the answer, and you will accept it because it came from the Guru. That attitude with which you ask, that is Pariprashna. And Pranipata, it's not just falling at the feet. You are walking on the road, you trip on a stone and fall at God's feet. That is not Pranipata. Pranipata is surrendering everything and saying, Lord, you take care of everything. You do whatever happens to me in life, I will accept it with equanimity and joy because I know you are giving it to me. That is Pranipata. And then Shirdi Baba says, the wise people, the Sadguru will not teach you what is knowledge. The Sadguru will teach you what is ignorance. Because you already have the knowledge. But it's covered with ignorance. So you're taught what is ignorance so that can be removed. tamasoma jyotirgamaya, asatoma satgamaya. When I have to go from asat to sat, the has to be removed, the ignorance has to be removed. Swami would say that a sculptor, God is a sculptor who is sculpting the divine statue. When you make a statue of Krishna, for example, or Ganesha, for example, Swami says the sculptor is not making Ganesha. Ganesha is already there in that stone. He's just chipping away those pieces of rock which is not Ganesha. When you chip away all that is not Ganesha, what stands revealed is Ganesha. And Baba says this is what the Sadguru will do. The Sadguru will teach you what is ignorance so that you can remove it. And because you don't need to be taught Jnana, you're already Jnana. Now this kind of explanation you can go and check. Neither Vedavyasa nor Adi Shankara, nobody has given this commentary. Shirdi Baba was the first to give. And that is Guru Nam Guru. Shirdi Baba, it's not like he had a guru. It's not. When divinity comes and explains, this is possibly how Krishna would have explained. But Krishna just told it in Sanskrit and Arjuna understood. We are not Arjunas, that's why we need commentaries. But even the commentators are not having the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord. And that's why I say, Swami is Guru Nam Guru. Yeah, Shirdi Baba explains this to Nana Sahib Chandorkar. And it's not as if Swami also, some beautiful shlokas like this, very popular and extremely well known from the Bhagavad Gita. He takes it and teaches some very subtle points which are very useful in our practical life. One shloka that Swami takes up is Karmanye vadikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. It is often translated as the efforts you have the rights on, the results you don't have any rights on. Karmanye adhikara means your right. You have a right on the karmanya. You have the right on the karma or the action. But not on the fruits. Don't care about the fruits. You don't have any right on the fruits. And this is what is always accepted. And in one discourse, Swami clarifies, multiple times Swami has clarified this, but so beautiful this point is, Swami asks, if you are told that you cannot desire the fruit, how on earth will you put in effort? You need motivation. You need to. So people ask, I want to become the CEO of a company. Is it wrong? I am desiring of a fruit. Is it wrong? Without such a goal, how will I put an effort? My effort is based on me wanting to achieve something, right? If I don't have a result to motivate me, if I don't set a target to motivate me, how will I do my best? It ends up in me, I won't do anyway, nothing, everything is God hands, I won't do anything. And we end up confusing laziness for being a yogi. Because it's very common, being at the level of a yogi and tamas in the external manifestation looks similar. A lazy man, because that's why people say, what, yogis are lazy, simply sitting. No, it is not simply sitting. And then Swami explains, if Krishna didn't want you to desire the fruits, he would have said, na phaleshu kadachana. Means don't. Na means no. It's a negation. But he said ma. Why did he say ma and not na? Wow. We had not thought of it also. Because we have never had a Guru Nam Guru. And Swami explains, Swami says, you should have ambition. You should have a goal. Then only you get motivated. Then only you get driven. Then only you feel that I have to achieve it. But having put in your effort fully, you willingly offer this to Swami and say, Swami, this was the goal with which I was charged. I want to get the top rank in the college and that's why I studied so hard and I have done. Now having done this and written the exam, I am offering it to you, Swami. This is an offering to you. Once you give it to Swami, it no longer belongs to you. So Swami says, this is a very subtle point, but it is so significant because it gives us practical guidance in life. So aiming for excellence isn't against the principle of surrender. No, you have to aim for excellence. But having aimed for it, then you offer it off to Swami. Which means, Swami, now having done my best, now I don't care what is the result because I have offered it to you. Whatever it is, I have offered it to you. If it is the best, it is to you. If it is not the best, it is to you. If it is the worst also, it is to you. That's all, Swami. Then you are at peace. Swami says, this is the meaning of Karmanya Vadikaraste. And I found this personally so liberating, because otherwise we become so dead. No need, why? No need. No, we have to. Professional excellence is compulsory. Especially as young adults, when we are entering our career, we have to achieve professional excellence. I have to target to achieve the best. But having done that, I offer it to Swami so that whatever happens doesn't affect me. Doesn't affect me either ways. If I'm awarded the double star and a double promotion, I don't go on top of the world and say, I'm awesome, man, I'm superb. No. Swami gave it. At the same time, when I don't achieve it, I'm good for nothing, man, I'm useless. No. This is what Swami gave. I offered it. That is one, In fact, Swami's way of judging us, is so different from the worldly way. I remember on one occasion, Swami came and was asking everybody, how much you got? How much you got? How much you got in exam? So Swami asked one boy, how much you got? And he said, Swami, I got 95. No, should study hard. Not good, not good. So we all thought, oh, Swami wants perfection. That is how it is. Like how Sister Madhuri was selling, right? That 3 seconds also don't want to waste power. That is the kind of perfectionist he is. So we also thought like that only. Oh, this is the kind of perfectionist. Swami wants only 100, not 95. And then Swami asked another boy, how much you got? And we also, who is this? Oh God, this student is a weak student. And in our minds we are thinking, Swami, if you are not happy with 95, get ready for heartbreak now. This boy himself knows that. So when Swami asked him, how much you got? Swami, I got, how much? Swami is 65. How much? He doesn't. Swami 65. Tell problem how much? Swami 65. Very good. Very good. Study like this only. Like Swami, not rank, that is mark, Swami. 65 is not better than 95. It is only later we understand that possibly the guy who got 95, he is capable of 100. But there's no competition for him. He just, no motivation therefore. Anyway, I am the class topper. So without even studying, he gets 95. Yeah, in the eyes of the world, he is the topper, he is the best. But Swami is not happy. You are not the best because your 100% effort is not there. You are not the best. And here is a boy who is failing exam after exam. He wants to make Swami happy. So I am going to study my best. He puts in all his efforts. He puts 110%. And at the end of it, he is able to get 65%. Even then, he is not having the courage to tell Swami. He is very ashamed. Because after all this, I got only 65. But Swami is happy. Because Bangaru, you are not 65, you are 110. You are 110. That is what is Karmanyavadikaraste. Effort is in your hand. That is the reason why the greatest of singers have sung in front of Swami. That is why we have also sung in front of Swami. Because I may not be able to produce the result that the greatest singer produces. But I can definitely put in the effort that the greatest singer puts in. And if I am able to put 100%, if that singer is putting in 100%, I am equal. And this insight, this beautiful and correct interpretation of Karmanyavadikaraste, only the Guru Nam Guru gives. That is the gift that we have got. Like that, there is another shloka, very famous in the Bhagavad Gita. Ananyashchintayanto mam ye jana paryupasate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. It is translated by all the great translators as Ananyashchintayanto mam, without thinking of anyone or anything else. Ye jana paryupasate, those who think of God alone, tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemam vahamyaham. Then God will take care of their yogakshema, that is their progress and goodness in this life and the next life, in the material sense, in the spiritual sense, everything God will take care. Very inspiring, but very, very tough practically. Because without thinking of anything else, you have to think of God. First of all, we find it tough to think of God. Okay, we think of Him 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, we have to put in extra efforts. And if we are able to put 4 hours of efforts and think of Him for 4 hours a day, we can tell it in speeches and people will applaud for it. 4 hours a day you are thinking of God, amazing. Because it is so tough to think of God. It is not just thinking of God. You have to think of God Ananya Chinta, without thinking of anything else. Oh my goodness, not possible only. Basically, Krishna is telling, I don't have to take care. My guarantee is void because nobody is able to do that, right? Swami says, no, that is not what Krishna means. Swami beautifully brings in the twist. So beautiful it is. Swami says, Ananya Chintayantoma doesn't mean without thinking of anything else. Swami says, without having thoughts of Anya Bhava. Anya Bhava means of the other. Swami says, you don't think of anything as different from God. So I can think of pizza, pasta, but I see God in my pizza, I see God in pasta, I see God in person, I see God in everything. Swami says, that is Ananya Chintayantoma. Whatever you see, you are able to see God. That is why the Gopikas are said to have Ananya Bhakti. It's not like Gopikas didn't do any work. They were covered girls. They would milk the cows, they would boil, milk the cows, boil the milk. I thought I said boil the cows. So they would milk the cows, they would boil the milk, they would sell, make money, they would do everything. Then how can Krishna be with them? Yeah, because they thought of nothing else other than Krishna. Where? They're milking the cow. Yeah, but in the whiteness of the milk, they see the whiteness of Krishna's heart. They go and talk to the creepers and trees as they are going to sell their milk, saying, oh, Krishna is here, Krishna is in the blossom of the... Whatever they saw was Krishna only. That is what is Ananya Chintayantoma. Whatever they thought was Krishna only. Doesn't mean that they were thinking only Krishna, Krishna, not like that. When it was milk, they saw Krishna. When it was river, they saw Krishna. In the tree, they saw Krishna. They saw everything, but they saw only Krishna in that. They were able to see only Krishna in it. And Swami gives this as the meaning of Ananya Chintayantoma. And now it becomes so much more practical. So much more practical. We heard Brother Mayur see Shivalingas in the teeth. Very unique that is. As he's doing his dental thing, he's thinking, because definitely, I had my teeth cleaned 3 months back, and they have one spray gun in which they are constantly shooting water. And he says, I'm doing Linga Abhishekam. Wow, very unique thought, but that's beautiful. That is what is Ananya Chintayantama. Doesn't mean he'll keep sitting and think Lingam, Lingam, Lingam. No, he has to do his dental job. Yeah. But when he does that, he sees Lingam in the teeth. He sees Tirtham in the water that he's spraying. Wow, it elevates work into worship. It elevates duty into God. This is what is Ananya Chintayantoma, Swami explained. And when we put in efforts to practice it, we see that manifesting in our life. I'm reminded, standing here in London, reminded of the experience of Mrs. Phil's crystal. Her name was taken, Sister Hanita told how she likes to follow her meditation technique. She has gone through so many things in life. And she narrates in 1974 or 1984, 1974, 84. I don't know if it's 1974 or 1984. She was on a flight from Bombay to London, stopping en route at Beirut, capital of Lebanon. They get into the flight. Till now she has had darshan of Swami at Dharmakshetra. She and her husband, Sydney Crystal. They get in at Mumbai airport, Bombay airport. The plane takes off, lands at Beirut. And when it takes off from Beirut, there are a few Arab youth who have entered the flight. And they're going to hijack the flight. That's what is their decision. So they immediately break all perfume bottles, spread the perfume all along the aircraft, break alcohol bottles, whoever had bought whatever at duty free, all of it goes to the carpets of the flight. Because they want to keep the flight in readiness to burn the whole flight. Just one matchstick is enough. The whole plane will be up in flames. They do that and they tell everybody, sit in your place, gruff, manhandle people, tell them to shut up and sit. And they want to hijack this British Airways flight. Everybody is nervous, shuddering, shivering, including Phyllis Crystal and her husband. What do? You don't know if life will be there next moment or not. That uncertain life is. And we make big plans. We don't know if we'll be alive tomorrow or not, but we plan for 10 years down the line. We don't plan to meet the greatest truth of life, which is our death. It's coming. Death is not a negative thing. It's a positive motivator. It puts our perspectives in order correctly. What is priority? Imagine you're in a flight and you don't know if you'll land because you're going to die. What is most important for you? What is it? I mean, you can even simulate that in your mind and note down what is it that is important for me. And then think, what is it that you're doing now? Is it in sync? You have put down first, second, third. These are the three priorities. Nothing else matters. Most probably we'll be doing a thing which is not in those top three. Because we think we'll live forever. The Yaksha Prashna is there, one chapter in the Mahabharata, where the Yaksha asks Yudhishthira, the eldest among the Pandavas, what is the most strange and funniest thing in the world? And Yudhishthira answers, every day thousands of people die, and yet those who are living will think that they live forever. This is the funniest thing I found in the world. And the Yaksha says, right answer. Yes, that's the funniest thing. Every day we come across people dying, and yet I live my life as if I'm never going to die. That is the sad thing of life. I live my life as if I am never going to die, and when the time of death comes, I die as if I have never lived. To live in this awareness is what is to put our priorities in order. And Phyllis Crystal there is shivering in the flight. She closes her eyes. This is what I was saying. When those difficult emergency situations come, how do you reach out to Swami? It is the same even today as it was back then. People may say, how do you do it now that Swami is physically not there? Even when physically Swami was there, it's not as if anything different you would have done. It is the same whether Swami is physically there or not. And her method was to go back to her memories with Swami. And her recent memory was of the interview in Dharmakshetra. And she's picturing Swami there. And as she's picturing and thinking of all that Swami said, suddenly Swami goes off the script. When I mean off the script, Swami tells something in her imagination, in her visualization, what he had not told in the interview there. Swami tells, send them love. And she says, Swami, send whom love? Send those hijackers love. Swami, are you crazy, Swami? They are crazy. They'll shoot me. Why? I don't know. How do I send them love? You have received my love. Send them my love. And that's where the interview ends. And she comes out of that and she says, okay, I'll send them love. She has no idea what that means. In fact, many of her meditation techniques are things that she has evolved out of practice. That is the reason I think so many people around the world are benefited. Because these are meditation techniques that she has evolved and she has come across with her own practice. And so, okay, give love. How? So she's thinking, to give love, I must have love, right? When I look at them, I feel so irritated and angry. I feel so upset. I feel so scared. Fear. There are only two feelings, two emotions, two things that exist in the universe. Fear and love. Where there's fear, there's no love. Where there's love, there's no fear. But here there's so much of fear. How do I get love? How do I get love? That's why in the panel when they said, even if you can't imagine Swami in them, imagine Swami being there. That helps. That's really so practical. So that's what she did. She pictured that she's there. Every one of them is in an interview room with Swami. And it's not my love. I don't have to love them. It's just Swami's love. This is what happens. Many times I have seen this practically happening. In Swami's presence, the two worst enemies treat each other with so much love because they're enveloped by Swami's love. And that's what happened. And Phyllis Crystal felt so much love being with Swami. And with that, she's looking at them, opening her eyes and looking at them, closing her eyes also and looking at them from the mind's eye and radiating that love. Swami, this is Swami's love. You are in need of love. You require love. And she's putting it. And this is not something that only Phyllis Crystal has recorded or I am narrating. It is there in all the major newspapers. You can go, there is even a YouTube video on this. That people have observed and they told what happened. What happened? Suddenly these hijackers are getting very jittery. This guy who is holding his cigarette seems to be falling off and everybody is scared. Because if it falls, it's going to set the whole plane on fire. He just puts off his cigarette. He's feeling nervous. He doesn't know why he's feeling nervous. His gun in his hand is shaking. And they ask for landing in some place and they're denied permission. They want to land in Greece. But they're denied permission to land in Greece. And they decide that we are going to blow up this plane midair. And they tell everybody sit in place. We're going to blow up this plane. At that time, Phyllis Crystal radiates even more love, more love, more love. And these people are getting very jittery. Finally, all the media agencies record what happened. They say that the hijackers land in Amsterdam. They land the plane in Amsterdam, open the emergency doors, and tell all the passengers, get out of the plane. And after telling them to get out of the plane, they burn a part of the plane. And then they get out of the plane and surrender themselves. And the media reports that nobody knows what happened. These people suddenly chickened out and surrendered. What the world media didn't realize is that they didn't chicken out. They surrendered to the greatest force in the universe. You can't match that force in the universe, and that is the power of love. That was the love that she radiated. It's not her love. That's what it is. When I have to give my love, I feel like this person, no. But when I bring Swami in and it's Swami's love, it's easier to give. Ananyash chintayantoma. This is what Krishna meant, Swami said. In that situation, Phyllis Crystal, she has to think of her life. She has to think of the hijackers. She has to think of her husband. How can I think of God without thinking of anything else? No, no, no. You think of everything else, but let God be the substratum there. Swami would say when you watch a movie, there are so many things going on. But all of that goes on the screen. The screen has nothing. You don't even see the screen, but you know the screen is there. Swami would say, let it be the movie of your life and let that screen be God. He is there. Everything is playing out on God. Be steeped in this awareness. And that's it. That is Ananyash Chintayantoma. Possibly one more. There are so many like these, there is one philosophy called Neti philosophy. Neti is supposed to be a way in which you get self-realization. What is the method? You go and ask, is this mic God? Neti. No, not this. Okay, is this mic stand God? Neti, not this. Is this photograph God? No, not this. So you keep denying everything. And the theory says that having denied everything, after you have denied everything, yet what remains, that is God. But it's nice intellectually, but difficult to understand practically. If I deny everything, what else is left then? What is left? That is God. I know, but what else is left? Is the sky? No, Neti. Oh, not the sky then. Then what is left? Space? Neti. No. Then what? What is left after you deny everything? That is. So while intellectually it was amazing, it didn't make sense at all. And Swami changed the whole thing with one small insight. Not a small insight, it's a big insight. But it's a small change. Swami said, Neti doesn't mean not this. Then what does it mean, Swami? Neti means not only this, Swami said. So when you ask, is this mic God? The answer is not this. It is not that. The answer is not only this. Means, yes, the mic is God. But God is not only the mic. Wow. Is that fan God? Neti. Not only the fan. Means the fan is God, but not just the fan. God is much more than the fan. In one master stroke, Swami converted a theory of exclusivity, where you exclude everything, into a theory of inclusivity, where you include everything. So Swami said, God is not what remains after you have negated everything. God is what comes as synergy after you have accepted everything. Wow. Even theoretically, what a thrilling thing it is. That is the Guru in whose presence we are living. I can see that my time is coming to a close, and before closing, I just want to share one small story. A story which Swami narrated a couple of times to tell us how to achieve God. Because many times we feel we are doing effort, Swami, we are doing sadhana, but we are not getting response. So there was a disciple, Swami says, who went to his Guru and said the same thing. Guruji, I am doing a lot of efforts, but God is not responding to me only. I am not able to see God. I am not able to have His darshan. How should I? Then Guruji says, okay, listen. Tomorrow morning be ready. I will show you God. And the disciple is happy. Wow. Finally tomorrow I get to see God. So morning, he gets up early in the morning, has his bath, ablutions, everything ready. And he's ready, waiting there outside Guruji's hermitage there. When Guruji will get up, Guruji possibly morning to brush his teeth, is just opening his door, he comes. Guruji, yes. What? Sairam, you told you'll show me God. Okay. Yeah, I'll just come. Go to the river, I'll come, Guruji says. Go to the river, I'll come. So this man goes to the river, this disciple, and he's waiting. And few minutes later, his Guruji comes and Guruji says, ready now to see God? Yes. Turn around. Turn around. Do your whatever oblations to God. So he picks up water and he's offering to the sun god and standing there. From behind, the Guruji comes, holds his head and just dips him into the water. So he's now underwater, submerged. Maybe this is the technique. Okay, let's see what it is. So he's holding his breath, he's underwater. 10 seconds, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, 40 seconds, 1 minute. Now his lung capacity is getting out. What happened? He tries to get up, he's not able to get up because the Guru is holding him firmly under the water. Oh God. Now I understand. Guruji said, I'll make you meet God. He's making me meet God. No, not this way, but I don't want to see this way. So he now understands that this Guru is out to murder me, kill me. I can't allow this. And then the fear of his life comes, and then he pushes with all his might. With such force he pushes that the Guru is thrown and he surfaces. He comes out of the water, takes in a deep breath and then turns to face his Guru. And his Guru gets up and tells, what are you doing? What are you doing? What am I doing? You're trying to kill me. No. You said you wanted to meet God. Not this way. I don't want to meet in this way. I thought you were going to make God appear and give me and let me have his darshan. But you are trying to kill me. I don't want to meet God this way. He's very angry on his Guru. He says, okay, let's take it easy. How can I take it easy? You tried to kill me, man. No. Let's go from the beginning. What happened? What happened? You came and immersed me under the water. Okay, then I thought that maybe this is the way, some yogic technique it is or something, and God will appear. Then nothing happened. Then time passed, I am not able to hold my breath. If you are not able to hold my breath, you should have come up. I tried, but you are holding me down. How I'll come up? Okay, then how you came up finally? That because I knew that if I don't come now, I am going to die. And then that's it. I don't know what happened. I just pushed and you fell. Guru says, listen, when your yearning for God is as intense as the yearning for air, automatically you will be given the power and strength to break through. And just like you threw away everyone and you got your air, you will throw away everything and you will get God. But do you have that yearning? And then the disciple's voice becomes mute. Yes. Do I yearn like that? Whatever we yearn for, we get. Because Swami says, all of you have been given the mind. On one occasion when Swami was coming in a red Maruti Esteem car, for some months he gave darshan in that. His glass was down and I thought it was a nice opportunity to speak to Swami. So I got up on my knees and said, Swami, I'm getting a lot of bad thoughts. Help me. Swami said, why you want me to help? Swami, please control my mind. Then Swami said, your mind you want me to control? Your mind it is, you control. I said, Swami, okay Swami, then I want something from him at least. So I said, Swami, then give me the strength, Swami, to control the mind. Swami said, the strength is already there in you. You are not using it for that. You are not interested in that. And then he told the driver, take the car ahead. That's it. Which means conversation is complete. Don't ask me for strength. You have the strength already. You just don't have the willingness. You don't have the intensity. We see people achieving, we ourselves achieve so many things. But do I yearn like that for God? And when I read this story, when I heard this story, I just felt any day that is spent where I don't cry at least once for Swami, where I don't yearn once for Swami, that day is wasted. Swami, one full day passed. This is how Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to cry to the mother. He would say, Mother, the whole day has passed and I didn't see you. The whole day has passed and I didn't feel you. This day is wasted, oh mother. He would not eat, he would not sleep. No wonder he found his mother. Mother Kali. Do we yearn like that? We have got, Adi Shankara writes in the Viveka Chudamani, the three greatest blessings that one can get is Manushyatvam, Mumukshatvam, Mahapurusha Samshraya. Manushyatvam is a human birth, Mumukshatvam is that yearning for God, and Mahapurusha Samshraya is the opportunity to be at the lotus feet of a Mahapurusha or a great being. And he writes that you may get a human birth. You may have the yearning desire for the ultimate. But it is very tough to come under the refuge of a Mahapurusha. You have to wait, you have to wait. Dear brothers and sisters, for us, the options have slightly got reversed. We have got a human birth, we know that. I think at least we are sure of that. We are not animals, we are human. And we have got the Mahapurusha Samshraya. We have got the refuge of the greatest Guru, the Gurunam Guru. We are left to get that mumukshatvam, that yearning desire for Swami. Dear Swami, may all our desires turn to you. May we have Ananya Bhakti. May we see you in everything that we see. May we hear you in everything that we hear. May we feel you in everything that we feel. May we smell you in everything that we smell. And may we feel you in everything that we touch. May our love for you keep growing every passing moment. May our gratitude for you keep growing every passing moment. And may we forever be flowers at your lotus feet. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.